Hey, are you champion minded? Well, I don't know about you, but it always intrigues me to find out what are the mindset habits of successful people, whether it's in sport or business or having their own um, personal, direct sale business, whatever it might be. I'm always intrigued to find out what does it take. And I know that it's always the 5 inches between your ears that make the biggest difference. So this series is going to be habits that make a champion. Now, if you know me, I love to read, and my name is Debbie Albrecht, by the way, and I love to read. And I finished a book called Champion Minded. Actually, it was written in 2006. And this author has the habits that make a champion by Alistair McCall. So I picked this book up and I love it because it's little habits and it's only like a page or two. So I'm going to bring you a little snippet of a champion habit. And a habit is something that you put into place, and once you do it repetitively, it becomes part of who you are. So let's talk about habit number one of the habits that make you a champion. The habit of being coachable. Michael Jordan said, "My greatest skill was being teachable. I was like a sponge. Even if I thought my coaches were wrong, I tried to listen and learn something." Before we break down what it means to be coachable, let's start out by saying that being coachable is a privilege. You should never take your coaches and those who help you for granted. It's also good for us to be reminded occasionally that many people around the world will never get the chance or opportunity to play sports, never mind receive coaching. It doesn't matter how talented you are. If you don't work hard, welcome feedback, and listen to your coaches, you will never reach your maximum potential. Lifelong NFL coach Bill Belichick said it's not about talent, it's about the ability, consistency, being coachable, and understanding what you need to improve. Being coachable and having a mindset of wanting to continuously learn and improve are essential to being a champion. What does it mean to be coachable? What would you say it means to be coachable? First, as a coachable person, you are committed to your own progress and development. You have a greater purpose behind your goals. When you are coachable, you put your ego aside and open yourself to listening and learning. Ego, side note, stands for edging God out. All right. We don't want to do that, right? And so when he brings us a mentor or a coach, we want to be open-minded to that and receive it as a gift. No matter how good you become, you are always striving to be better. Being coachable means you need to hear feedback, not criticism. Being coachable means you don't take things personally when someone's trying to help you. Being coachable means you look and listen, even if you don't agree with what's being said. Being coachable means being appreciative that someone else cares enough to give you that feedback. If you have a coach that pushes you, challenges you, demands you the best from you, be grateful. Having such a person in your life is a gift. I've had many opportunities, so blessed to be mentored and coached by legacy leaders in my business, and sat at their feet and traveled far and wide and spent money and time to invest in myself, and they invested in me. And because they did, I wanted to make them proud. I wanted to take what they were teaching me and apply it, because if you just keep learning and never do anything with it, it's really a waste of everybody's time. Most of the time, if someone is willing to coach and mentor you, it's a gift because they see something in you that you didn't see in yourself. A former Canadian national team ice hockey player and now a world-class coach described a coachable player like this. And, even though we're talking sports, that has to do with everything we do in life, right? If you have a goal and someone's helping you to achieve whatever it might be, you want to be coachable. To be a coachable person, you need to have humility and never assume you are perfect or complete. You need to be open to feedback, and always know that the feedback may or may not, You may not always understand it or like it, but you take it and try to understand the intention with which it is given. It's wildly known that one of the all-time greats in basketball, Michael Jordan, was undoubtedly one of the most skilled players in the NBA. But Michael states that his greatest skill was his coachability. He knew that by taking in as much knowledge as possible about the sport in every direction, he could use that knowledge when it came to crunch time. If you've ever watched the Netflix series, I forget what the name is of it, that Michael Jordan talks about all the championships, it's amazing that at his elite success, he was still looking and searching to better his game. Is that crazy? Here are 10, as we close up, here are 10 traits of a coachable athlete, a coachable person, a coachable player in the game of life, in the game of your business. Number 1, you take responsibility for your progress. Number 2, you are open-minded and curious. Number 3, you continually want to improve. Number 4, you listen and welcome feedback. Number 5, you have humility. Number 6, you have self-awareness. Number 7, you are respectful of others. Number 8, you are not afraid of trying new things. Number 9, you are grateful for the help. And number 10, you are committed to your improvement. Being coachable is both a choice and a skill that can be learned. How you receive and take on feedback as a performer, as a person, as an athlete will ultimately determine how fast or slow your progress will be made. Make it your goal to become the most coachable person you know. How coachable you are comes down to your attitude, not your skill. I hope that this blesses you. Let's be coachable this week, as that's a habit that makes you a champion in anything you choose to do. I'll see you next week for our champion mindset moment.